What's up guys, we're back with another Anime Defenders video, and intro is going to be a little quick today because we're already in the game mode, but if you couldn't tell from what you're looking at, we are doing a guide on how to beat the new game mode that just recently got added called Hall of Mirrors. So we'll be giving you guys a walkthrough on, what you should be doing for early, mid, and late game, what units you want to bring, what units you don't want to bring, as well as just some overall tips on how you can beat the game mode, because this is a hard game mode. Let me start this off by saying you're not going to be able to solo this. You absolutely need people to be able to beat this game mode. So, if you're someone that doesn't like playing with people, or, you might not have many friends, might be a little tough for you to beat this. Also, make sure that everyone on the team has decent units. So, everyone can sort of carry their own weight, because the enemy's health does exponentially increase with every person that is in here with you. So if you have 10 people, you're going to have a lot of enemies with a lot of health to deal with. For early game, just make sure someone places a random unit. Ideally something a little better than this, but make sure someone places a unit down so you can deal with the first... Yeah, there we go. Make sure someone places a decent unit down, like this guy did, so you can deal with the first few waves of enemies, and everyone else should just be focused on farming. In this game mode, you're going to need money, and you're going to need it in huge quantities. So try to max out your farms as soon as you can. It's a very, very long game mode. As you can see, it takes 30 minutes to beat. You're going to make your money back, so don't worry about that, but try to greed as much as possible and max out your farms as quickly as possible, because you're really going to need that. And I'm just going to be upgrading my farms, and I'll speed up the footage until I have something important to say. So let's go now. Alright, so now we are done farming. We maxed out all 3 of our farms, and next step is to just start upgrading our units. Now before you do that, I do want to preface this by saying don't just upgrade everything willy-nilly. You want to be placing your units strategically so they're hitting as many lanes as possible, and you also want to be saving up money for when there's new pathways, because you don't want to invest all of your money into one unit and then he can only hit two pathways, right? Then there's going to be a bunch more that are going to spawn in, and you're not going to have the money to deal with it. So don't do that. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to sell this guy. Actually, no, I'll keep him for now. But I'm examining the track right now, and my teammate, he's got this side of the map. He has unique secrets, so obviously he's got this side. But I'm trying to see where should I be trying to position my units so they're hitting as many things as possible. Like here, this is a really good spot, because once he maxes out the Gojo, he's going to be hitting 1, 2, 3 lanes. If this one spawns in, I don't know if it is, but this is a really good strategic placement, and that's what we want to be doing. That's what we want to see. So I'm going to speed up the footage a little more until I actually start placing my units when we need them. But for right now, my best advice to you is get your farms to max as soon as possible. Once you do, make sure you're coordinating with your team who's going to take care of which lane, and also keep an eye on the lanes yourself. Keep looking back and forth to see which person needs help the most. And yeah, let's just speed up the footage until we get into the end game. So we are in the last stretch of the game mode here. As you can see, everyone is placing their full AoE units, and we're all making sure that it hits as many tracks as possible. Let me give you an example. This guy right here, you see how he's hitting 2 tracks at once? Oh my goodness, I might need to hold on. Yeah, let's turn off skill VFX for now, just so our frames don't die. But yeah, notice how every time we place any of our units, it's always hitting multiple tracks. That's what you want to see. So me, I haven't been placing anything, so let me just help out. I'll place a Gojo right here, making sure that he's hitting at least 2 tracks. That should help out some. Place an Igris right here. Once again, making sure that he's hitting both the tracks. We'll go, let's see. Does anyone need help over here? Not really. Looks like we got it all handled. Well, yeah, some closing thoughts for Hall of Mirrors. Number 1, make sure you have a competent team. You don't need a team of people with almighty secrets like I had. That's just, it's a little overkill. But you definitely want to have people that have meta mythics. Maybe a secret or 2. It'll help a lot, but it's not required for normal mode. Make sure your team has a brain and they're competent and they know what they're doing, because you're not going to be able to solo this. And it's not like running a raid where people can just sit, farm for the first 5 minutes and then just spam place units to win. That's not going to work for this game mode. You need to be actively thinking of where you're going to place your units, and you need to be monitoring the map as often as you can, making sure that you're dealing with all the enemies in all the lanes, because just one slip up is going to get you killed. Let me place Sung Jin Woo right here. Pretty bad placement, but it doesn't really matter. Just so we can deal with that a little faster. Do we need any help over here? Not really, but I'll place a Sung Jin Woo here anyway. If it'll let me. Okay, never mind. Max unit cap is 2, my bad. We'll put a Hakari here then. Just get him to max. Once again, always making sure that he's hitting at least 2 lanes. And we're about to wrap up this Hall of Mirrors run. And as you can see, we've successfully beaten it. Now, once the time gets to 0, that does not mean that you beat the game mode. You need to kill all the mobs. And we're also going to have one more pathway with more mobs, I'm assuming. Let me just place a Hakari here in case anything else spawns. I don't think it is, though. Whoop. Was I wrong? It went. Why is it fluctuating? Well, anyways, yeah. My closing thoughts for Hall of Mirrors: make sure you have hybrid units. You need those. Full AoE units are your friend. Make sure you're farming early game, greed as much as you can. Make sure you max out those farms as soon as possible, because you really need the funds later on. And make sure your team is decent. Don't go into this with randoms that are level 40 and haven't even evolved the mythic yet. Well, I think that's everything that I want to say. If you guys enjoyed the video or learned anything new, make sure to like, sub, comment, all that good stuff. I'll be putting out some more videos as soon as I'm done uploading this one. And have a great day or night wherever you are, and we will catch you in the next one.